Hello, we're in the beautiful Harlequin Wood again. They've been very kind enough to let us do some filming just while our cabin slash studio is being finished. But as it's such a beautiful day, I thought I'd come out and we'd take a look at these. Now, these are the Timber Creek classic carbon arrows, essentially a traditional looking carbon arrow. And as if you know me, you know I generally prefer shooting a carbon arrow over a wood. Just generally makes my life a little bit easier. But yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about these arrows. They're 003 for straightness, which is probably one of the straighter traditional carbon arrows on the market, when most of the other arrows that I've used generally come up at about 006 for straightness. So they are incredibly straight. However, they are a little bit lighter than perhaps I would have wanted. But using them has proved quite beneficial actually. But what I'll do, I'll put the GPIs on the screen there so you can see the various grain per inch for what each of the shafts are. But yeah, they're a very straight, quite light carbon arrow, which gives you a lot of benefits in speed. I mean, I'm getting nearly 200 feet per second out of these arrows. These are actually my arrows. I'm shooting them at my cottonmouth. I'm shooting a 40-pound cottonmouth at the moment, and I'm getting, I think it's about 197 feet per second, which is fantastic. But yeah, these they're a cracking little arrow, and it took me a while to get around to doing this video, because I didn't want to just jump on them straight away and do a video without actually testing these arrows. Now, I've used these for a couple of months. I've shot them into trees, I've been stumping with them, I've done competitions, I've done all sorts, and I started with 6 arrows, and I'm now down to 4. I Robin Hooded one, which is a pretty good way to lose an arrow in my opinion, and I also lost one, which I don't really want to talk about. I did take a particularly bad miss. It was here actually, it was an open shoot here, and I missed the target and I couldn't find the arrow. So yeah, so I'm down to 4 from 6. So after 2 months, that's pretty good going. I mean, I haven't mistreated them, but I haven't been particularly careful with them. I've definitely made sure I've put them through the paces. The only downside I found to these arrows is if you look down here, paint does sort of rub off. Now, most trad carbon arrows, it's a paper wrap, where this is actually a painted carbon shaft. So whether it's sort of coming in and out of the bow quiver a lot, or sort of in and out of 3Ds, it does wear some of the paint off around the tip of the arrow. It's purely cosmetic, it doesn't affect the arrow in any way, but that's something just to be aware of. The shaft is a 932 diameter shaft, comes with an insert, but I tend to use the Saunders combo points, 932 screw and combo point in there. I mean, at the moment I've got an 80 grain point in there. Comes with a knock. It comes with a Bohning Blazer Nock. It usually comes with a white or a black knock, but there are a variety of different colours for you to pick should you want to sort of customise your arrow in any way. Obviously they don't come painted like this either. They're just a basic bare sort of brown shaft. But I will do, as soon as my cabin is back up and running, I'll do a video on how I sort of decorate and fletch my arrows. But yeah, they come in a spine range from 800 spine all the way up to a 340 spine, although we haven't had the 340 spines in yet, so the highest we've got at the moment is a 400. So we've got a very wide range of spines, which is really good, because usually the weakest spine you get in a trad carbon is about 600, which is great, but there are so many people out there shooting a lower poundage bow that, you know, need the 800s, need the 700s. So hopefully that should get a few more people shooting like a trad carbon arrow. But yeah, I mean, that's the traditional carbon classic. I'm really pleased with it. These are my arrows. It's got my name on it there. These are what I've been using it, you know, like I say, when I've been shooting, out stumping, even at competitions. So yeah, these. I mean, I didn't want to do a video on something that I wasn't sure of yet. So I wanted to make sure that they were okay, they were safe, they were strong enough, and they are. For such a, you know, quite a light arrow, they're pretty tough. Like I say, I've banged them into trees and all sorts, and they've been absolutely fine. So I hope you found that useful. You take care, shoot straight, and I will see you on the internet. Bye bye. Studio/cabin is being. What the heck was that? Why did I have a fizzy drink?